Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be discussing an email I got. Now, one thing that I'm really interested in, mainly interested in destroying, is the pet trade. Absolutely hate the pet trade. I got an email through the other day, which is part of my job. It has nothing to do with my job, so to speak, but it just kind of had a few little bits on there which I kind of triggered some thoughts in my head, and I thought it'd be quite interesting just to to kind of go through it with you and see what you think as well. Quite interesting. So the topic of the email is pets good even for very young kids and babies, says research. So there's the title. What do you think to that so far? So yeah, let's just crack on and get straight into it. So a series of adorable photographs celebrating the special bond between young children and their pets has been exclusively commissioned by The Baby Show. Sounds brilliant. A new study revealed that nearly half of new parents today have pets at home in the first 3 years of their child's life, while 83% of parents believe that having a pet is beneficial to their child's development. Now, this is the paragraph that I really want to get stuck into coming up right now. Now, the survey also reports why parents think having a pet is a positive impact on young children, with 60% saying it is good for them to interact with animals from a young age. Now, obviously, I think interacting with animals at a young age is a good thing. Go out into the park, go and see the birds, go and see fish in pond, go and see, frogs in another pond. There's loads of animals out there in the world doing their thing, which you can go and show your kid and be like, this is where they live, this is their natural habitat, this is all good. When it comes to pets, my worry is with pets is though, yes, it can have a positive impact on them, but is it teaching them a positive message? This is kind of my concern. Is having a pet teaching your kid that it is okay for humans to keep another species as our own, that we can own another being? I don't see that particularly as a positive thing to teach a child, personally. I don't know what you think, but I don't think that's particularly good. I mean, if you've got a rescue animal, which I highly advise, please do not buy from pet shops or breeders. If you do, you're an idiot, straight out, I'll just tell you. If you've got a rescue animal, I think the best thing to do is to educate the child on why it's there and why it shouldn't be there. Explain that, this animal is a rescue, it needed somewhere to go to be looked after, it shouldn't really be here, it's kind of, we've taken it in to look after it, and maybe teach it about where it should be. Like if, for example, you've got, say, like a Roborovsky hamster, you could teach it kind of the origins of the Roborovsky hamster and show its wild environment, and make it clear that these animals shouldn't be under our ownership. Now, I know that's quite controversial in the way of kind of cats and dogs. With kind of hamsters and mice and gerbils and stuff, we shouldn't be having them. Simple as that. We really shouldn't be having them. There's no conservation by keeping them or anything like that. They pretty much just get mistreated and die. They're pretty much ornaments or kids' toys. When it comes to cats and dogs, though, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because they're kind of not a part of the animal world anymore, they're not part of the human world, they kind of rely on us for kind of all aspects of their life, and they can become part of the family. But realistically, if we're going to think about all this properly, ethically, we shouldn't be keeping cats and dogs, should we? We shouldn't. They're not ours to keep, they're living beings, they should be free. The problem is, how do we do that now? I think that's probably a subject for another video, but if you've got any ideas, obviously let us know. Let's crack on with the second part of this anyway. Almost a third believes it teaches them responsibility. Now, yes, animals can, keeping an animal as a child can teach responsibility, but let's be real, should we be putting animals' lives at risk to teach our kids responsibility? No, we shouldn't. As I explained before, a lot of these animals are seen as ornaments or kids' toys. Most pet owners, unfortunately, have no idea about these animals, and the kids have even less idea. We should not be risking animals' lives to teach responsibility, and I think that's quite a simple point there. And the final bit here is it says 1 in 10 says it improves social skills. Now, having an animal can improve social skills, yeah, but then it can also be quite detrimental, and I think that stat kind of says it all. 1 in 10, so if we got 100 people, that's 10 people out of 100 of improved social skills. So what about the 90 other people? Has it just made no difference, or has it been detrimental? If these animals, like hamsters for example, they can be very scared, they can bite. Is that going to improve your kid's social skills, or is it just going to make it fearful? Maybe not just of the animal, maybe of other kids, maybe of just things in general. It could be completely detrimental. So to answer the question, are pets good even for very young kids, including babies? I would say kind of it can benefit them, but there's also a hell of a lot of negatives as well. I would say the more beneficial way to introduce animals into your child's life is to take it out and see animals out in the wild, realistically. Show them where they should be, not the situation that we've got now where we're owning them and teaching them the wrong message. Like I said, if you've got rescue animals and you want to teach them in the way that that they shouldn't be here and all that kind of stuff, that's great, but don't go and get a rescue animal for the benefit of the child to teach it. Get a rescue animal to benefit the animal, and then obviously if the kid learns from that at the same time, then great. But let's teach kids where the animals should be, not the situation that we've managed to we've managed to concoct over the years, where animals are now our prisoners, pretty much, if I'm blunt. But anyway, quite short, snappy video. I'd love to know what you think about this subject anyway, so please leave your thoughts down in the comments. Obviously, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure to go and hug all the pets. Make sure you go and feed hamster seeds, feed a canary seeds, maybe feed a rat seeds as well, feed a fish, loads of fish food. Be nice to all the animals, don't eat any of the animals, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in another video.